Welcome to my channel. My name's Rebecca. Today's flow is just going to be a slow yin style flow, and I say yin style because we will be doing slower movements and some longer holds. But since this will be like a 20 to 30 minute practice, so since it's shorter, I just want to add as much depth as I can between the movements and the holds. So let's begin finding a comfortable seat, cross-legged, kneeling. Maybe you prop up your hips. You'll also want a block for this practice. We're not going to use it right straight off, but we will eventually. So settling in, ground through your hips. Perhaps soften the gaze, close the eyes. Relax your shoulders and begin to deepen your breath. Following the breath as it draws in through the nostrils, expands inside, and then travels out through the nostrils with the contraction. And filling up the entire torso, thinking 360 degrees all the way around. So right from the beginning, we send the signal to our parasympathetic nervous system to rest and digest, to slow it down. Use the exhale to start to deepen the experience, taking it from the surface of the skin and start to take it down below, like we're peeling back the layers. Transition from the thinking mind into the feeling body. I've mentioned Mark Nepo before in his book of Awakening. The other day, he commented on getting off the merry-go-round. That we cannot stop the thinking by thinking about it. And I'm sure you've heard before in meditation, it's like we're encouraged to let the thoughts keep coming, but rather than getting lost in them or holding too tightly, we just observe. And that is one of the tools of getting off the merry-go-round. I've often used the imagery of the hamster wheel, or simply the loop, that we get caught in the loop. We get lost in the illusion, the distraction of the thoughts, thinking that they're real. Einstein said that we cannot solve a problem with the same energy that it was created in, and that is, like, if we stay on that merry-go-round, it's the same energy. We have to get off of it. Start to incorporate the arms with the breath, keeping the eyes closed. Relax the arms down along your sides. 3 rounds. Inhaling the arms, rise. Exhale, arms fall. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Final one. And gently flutter the eyes open. Half butterfly, left heel draws toward the groin, right leg extends out to the side. Bring the hands forward, gently tilting or drawing the torso forward, and we're going to tuck chin, tuck tailbone, find a seated cat, and then exhale, cow, send the tailbone back, draw the shoulders back, soften through the throat, and continue rounding and lengthening. So we play with the tilt of the pelvis, the drawing of the shoulder blades together, and the pressing away, the movement of the head. As you pull through into this cow shape, I want you to reach right hand toward right foot and then reach left arm up and over. Now your right arm could be on the leg, it could be behind, it could be in front. The arm could be straight, it could be bent. And on the left side, I want you to press that left side of the hip, the pelvis down. Right arm reaches up and over. Find a comfortable position for the head, whether it's gazing up toward the sky, the horizon, or down toward the floor. We're just trying to soften, not create tension or apply some unnecessary force. Using the out breath to let it bring us below the surface of the thoughts, the surface of the skin, so that we move from that thinking mind into the feeling and sensing body without judgment. Rise up, walk the hands forward, come into this butterfly fold. You could use your block here to place underneath the forearms or the forehead. Keep pressing those hips back and down as you soften and fold. Tune into your breath, breathe into the backs of your lungs. And I don't know what your association with merry-go-round is. For me, it was a lot of fun as a kid, but it was dizzying. There were times it felt dangerous. I know people, it would make them sick. So if we just think about the thinking mind from that context, it seems so obvious, right? To get off the merry-go-round, to stop making ourselves sick and dizzy. In order to shift and transform, we have to move past the thinking mind, past the limitations and into the possibilities. And gently walk the hands back. We'll take a twist to the left, right hand to the outside of left knee. We use the left arm as a kickstand to hold us upright. And try not to slouch in the low back, rather lifting up and out of the low back. There is a curve. It's part of the S of the spine. And that curve is the navel pressing forward, creating that curve in the low back. Now, some of us might have a more exaggerated curve, so we don't necessarily want to overemphasize it here, but others might be a little more rounded in that low back space, and so we want to find that lift and length. Relax shoulders away from ears and notice if you are cranking through your neck, just let the head stack comfortably. Option for stargazer pose. Left palm grounds, and then we press into the left shin, right heel. We lift the hips and find a little back bend, reaching right arm back behind us. Squeezing the butt to press the hips forward. And bring it down. And switch. Half butterfly, left or right heel draws in toward the groin, left leg extends. Hands come forward, a slight hinge of the torso forward, and we find our little cat-cows and half butterfly. Tucking and rounding, and then lengthening and bending. Shoulders, hips, head, spine undulating. Waving between the top of the head and the tailbone. All right, with the spinal extension, start to take the shoulders over the hips. Left hand reaches out toward left foot. Right arm reaches up and over. Left shoulder softens away from left ear. Anchor down through that right hip so you deepen the stretch on the right hand side, and then comfortable gaze, whether it's up toward the sky, the horizon, or the floor. Notice how the head position is affecting whether you're holding or softening through the neck and shoulders. This area of the neck literally is the highway between the head and the heart. So are we creating a traffic jam, or are things moving smoothly? Rise up. Hands walk forward into our butterfly fold. Press the hips back and down as you hinge and soften forward. Using any prop or props that might help your body to surrender. When the body feels supported, it is more likely to release and let go. More does not always equal better. So rather than striving or trying to attain something in this posture, allow yourself to just tune in and be. That is really what yin is all about. It is that striving and attaining that keeps us on the merry-go-round. Can keep us in the loop and the distraction of the thoughts. Slowly rise, walking the hands back, shoulders on hips once again, and we twist to the right. Left hand to the outside of right knee, right arm as that kickstand. Notice if you're slouching or leaning back, press the navel forward, finding that soft curve in the low back. The head comfortably stacked, collarbones broaden, breath deepens. Option for stargazer. Right palm plants. We press into that right shin, left heel, hips lift, and we find the back bend, lifting our ribs, our gaze up, pressing the hips forward, using those glutes to support the hips. This opening on the front side of the body. And release. Take your block. We're going to come into a supported hero's pose. The block comes underneath the hips. For some of us, you might need more blocks, like another block, if like for knees and ankles. If this doesn't work for you, you can always just come into a cross-legged seat or legs extended. We're going to reach the arms up overhead, goalpost cactus arms. Drive the shoulder blades toward your spine. Lift your gaze And then giving ourselves a little hug, taking hands to shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, open cactus. And then switch the cross and fold forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to keep this cross. So remember which arm is underneath. I have my right arm underneath. We're going to rise to a high kneel, eagle arms, pressing the palms together or keeping hands to shoulders. And then adding a little cat-cow movement here. So the hips, the glutes engage, the hips press forward, the gaze lifts. And then exhale, send the hips back. Elbows toward navel, chin toward chest. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, we curl and round. 2 more. High kneel, eagle arms. Right leg extends out to the side, and then we are going to turn our torso to the right, unwrap the arms, and spread those wings. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Left hand comes down underneath the face, right arm reaches up, and exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift, and exhale, thread. 3 more. And right arm reaching up toward the sky. We're going to lift the arms and then option to do a little half camel here. I'm going to take my block and put it on the higher setting. Right hand is going to press onto the block. Hips press forward. So this is like our stargazer, but a little further off the floor. And release. The block underneath the hips. Back to our hero's pose. Arms rise, inhale. Exhale, cactus. And take your little self-love hug. And then inhale. And exhale. 2 more. All right, so this time we want left under right or right under left, depending on what you had the last time. We're going to rise eagle arms, finding a little back bend here, and then exhale, bend the knees, hips to heels, round and curl. 3 more. And as you rise to our high kneel with eagle arms, left leg extends out to the side for gate pose in the legs. We are going to twist toward the left, uncross the arms, right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back for our twist. Right hand comes down to the floor, left arm is reaching, inhale, and then exhale to thread. Inhale, exhale to thread. 3 more. Final one. So fly those arms out, stretching hands away from one another, and then we're going to rise up for this little half camel. If you'd like, I'm going to take my left hand onto the block on the high setting, pressing the hips forward, lifting through the ribs, the heart. And release. Supported malasana. Block underneath the hips. Toes out, heels in, elbows inside of the knees, thumbs draw toward the sternum, hips ground, head lifts. Now, if this posture does not work for you, happy baby. It is the same thing, but we're taking the feet up toward the sky. Spine is supported. Using that out breath to remind us to step out of the thinking mind into the feeling body. And that exhale just bringing you inside to this internal experience. Supported Skandasana. So we're going to keep that right leg exactly as it is and extend left out to the side. Option to reach right arm forward and stretch left arm in the opposite direction, broaden across the collarbones, open the heart. It's 3 to 5 deep breaths. And gently bring it back through Malasana. Find your center. Ground your feet, your hips. And here we go. Other side. Right leg extends out to the side. You might stay right here or take left hand in front, reaching right arm in the opposite direction. Your gaze might follow that right hand. And release. Draw that right leg in, Malasana. A couple of deep breaths. And let's set the block off to the side. Come through tabletop. We're going to stretch right leg back, crossing right knee behind left. Now we're going to take eagle legs. So Gomukhasana legs. And press the hips back into this cross-legged child's pose. And if crossing at the legs is not supportive for your body, just uncross them and take a more traditional child's. And slowly rise, step right foot to the outside of right hand, a little runner's lunge, and then press the hips back, half splits. Bring it forward into lunge, inhale, and exhale, press back, half splits. 3 more. Just allowing the hips to glide forward and back, the shoulders to move and glide. The hamstring, of course. And then hold half splits, pressing into right heel, flex the toes up towards your shin. Soften and fold. Just 3 to 5 breaths. And let the hips come forward. Draw that right leg back. And then just cat-cow it out. Reset the spine. Left leg lifts. We'll bend that left knee and bring it behind right for our cross-legged Gomukhasana, child's pose. Press the hips to the heels. Reach the hands forward and breathe. So the real experiment in our lives about getting off the merry-go-round is not on our yoga mat. I feel like on our yoga mats, we create this container of safety and support, and we can actually practice the tools of getting off the merry-go-round, dropping beneath the thoughts. But the true test is when we take it off our mats to our work, to our family, our partners. And when you find yourself getting caught in the loop or caught in the dizziness of a situation, can you take some deep breaths? Can you take a step back, a pause? Attempting to shift and change the energy to truly just transform the situation, to transform your life. Moving into a different perspective. Stepping out of a role that you have just habitually been in that's not serving anymore. The people pleaser or the leader. Slowly rise. We're going to take that left foot to the outside of left hand, and here we go, runner's lunge. Hips come forward, heart opens, and then press the hips back. Little hamstring stretch, half splits. 4 more. Breathe, allowing for just this gentle glide, a stretch, movement. And we will hold the half splits. Pressing into the heel, flex the toes toward the shin. 3 to 5 deep breaths as you soften. And gently release, taking that left leg back. Child's pose. Let the breath draw you inward. Finding a place of refuge below the surface. A place of being. A place where you are in flow and you're attuned. And you have set the busyness aside, not getting lost or distracted in it, but understanding it for what it is, not trying to fix or change, just allowing yourself to be aware. Slowly rise, coming to a seat. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Center and ground from this place of being. Notice if in this short practice anything is shifted, whether it's the breath or the thoughts. body is softened. It's important for us to notice even the tiniest and smallest of shifts. And keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft, bringing palms together, heart center. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Hari Om Tat Sat.